Ever feel like fitness plans are just way too complicated? Yeah, you are not alone. So today we're going to cut right through all that noise. I'm laying out a super simple, super effective 3-day full body reset. The whole point? To help you build a routine you can actually stick with.
Okay, but before we dive in, there's one idea, one single principle that this whole plan is built on. And it's this: progress over perfection. Look, this is not about being flawless from day one. It's about celebrating those small, consistent wins. So please keep that mantra in your head as we go through this.
All right, let's get right into it. In this first part, we're going to cover exactly what this program is all about and the super simple stuff you'll need to get started.
So what are we looking at here? It's a simple 3-day-a-week plan where every single session is a full-body workout. The focus is all on consistency, not complexity. We're hitting all the main movement patterns every time, which keeps you balanced. And hey, what if you miss a day? Honestly, no big deal. You're not going to fall behind on leg day or chest day because every day covers everything. This whole thing is designed to make showing up the easiest part.
So what's in it for you? Well, first off, you get a plan that's actually built for a busy life, one you can stick to. Second, you're going to see real strength and fitness gains, and you'll do it in short 30 to 45-minute sessions. And maybe best of all, you get a crystal clear path to getting stronger, week after week. Absolutely no guesswork.
And maybe the best part is the gear. Or the lack of gear. You don't need a fancy gym membership for this. This plan is all about being accessible. All you really need is a set of dumbbells. Yeah, an adjustable bench is helpful, but it's not essential. A mat? Totally optional, just for comfort. Seriously, that's it.
Okay, before we actually look at the exercises, we've got to go over the rules of the game. These are the simple principles that make the whole system work. Think of this as the foundation for everything we're about to build.
First things first, let's make sure we're speaking the same language. A rep, that's short for repetition, is just one full movement of an exercise. So if you do one push-up, all the way down and all the way back up, that's one rep. Super simple.
Okay, so what about sets? A set is just a group of those reps we just talked about. If the plan calls for, say, 8 to 10 reps for 2 sets, it just means you'll do the exercise 8 to 10 times, take a rest, and then do it all over again one more time.
Now, to make this whole thing really efficient, we're going to use circuits. This is a game changer. Instead of doing all your sets for one exercise and then moving on, you'll do a couple of different exercises back to back, then you rest. Why? Well, it keeps your heart rate up and it makes your workouts way shorter.
So here's exactly how that works. Let's say you see 2 exercises, A1 and A2. You're going to do all your reps for A1, then, with no rest, you immediately do all your reps for A2. Once you finished A2, that's when you rest, for about 60 to 90 seconds. And that whole sequence? That's one set of the circuit. Then you just repeat it.
So what does a week look like? It's pretty straightforward. You'll just alternate between 2 different workouts, A and B. So week 1 might be workout A, then B, then A. The next week, you just flip it, B, A, B. But here's the most important part. If you miss a day, please don't stress about it. Just do the next workout in line when you come back. No need to cram or double up, just keep moving forward.
All right, we've got the rules down. Now it's time for the good stuff, the actual workouts. Let's take a look at workout A and workout B. These 2 routines are going to be your bread and butter for the next 6 weeks.
Okay, first up is workout A. You can see it's split into 2 circuits, A and B. That first block, block A, has a squat, a push, and a pull. These are the big, fundamental movements for building total body strength. Once you're done with your sets there, you move on to block B, which zeroes in on your shoulders, glutes, and core. It's a really complete session.
And here's workout B. The structure's a little different. This one has 3 blocks. You'll kick things off with a chest press and lunge combo. Then you'll move to a block that really targets your back and core with some rows and single leg work. And you'll wrap it all up with a quick finisher for your biceps. So between these 2 workouts, trust me, you're hitting everything. So just doing the workouts is great, but it's only half the battle. The real magic, the key to long-term success, is having a smart way to progress. So in this section, we're going to break down the super simple built-in system that ensures you keep getting stronger. The method we're using is called double progression, and it is one of the most effective ways to build strength, period. It's just a 2-step process. First, you add more volume by doing more sets. Once you've nailed that, then, and only then, do you add more intensity by increasing the weight. That's it. It's that simple.
And here's what that looks like over the next 6 weeks. It's your roadmap. For weeks 1 and 2, you're just going to do 2 sets of everything. The goal here is just mastering the movements, getting the form right. Then, for weeks 3 and 4, you bump it up to 3 sets. And finally, in weeks 5 and 6, you stick with those 3 sets, but you start to carefully add a little weight. See? Super clear path forward.
Okay, but the big question is, how do you know when to add weight? It's not a guessing game. Here's a simple checklist. If you can easily hit the top end of that rep range for all your sets, if your form is still excellent, and you feel like you've got maybe 2 good reps left in the tank, that's your green light. It's time to go a little heavier next workout. Just remember to listen to your body. Small, steady jumps are what win in the long run.
All right, last section. Because look, any good plan has to be adaptable. It has to work for you. So this is all about flexibility, making sure this program fits your body and whatever life throws at you.
So what happens if an exercise just doesn't feel right, or maybe you don't have the right gear? Don't worry about it. You have options. We've got some smart swaps here for the key movements. For example, if a regular push-up is just too tough right now, no problem. Do an incline push-up. If that single-leg deadlift feels a little wobbly, just start with the 2-legged version. Easy.
There's really just one golden rule when it comes to swapping exercises, and it's simple. Always trade like for like. If you're swapping out a push-up, which is a pushing move, swap it for another push. If you're taking out a squat, put in another kind of squat. As long as you do that, the workout stays balanced and you keep getting that awesome full-body benefit.
And you know what? That brings us right back around to where we started. Back to the most important rule of this entire thing. Don't get stuck looking for the perfect exercise or the perfect workout. That's a trap. Just show up. Do your best with what you've got on that particular day and focus on making just a little bit of progress. That's the win.
Look, if you follow this simple framework, if you really embrace that progress over perfection mindset, you are going to see incredible results. I promise you. After 6 weeks of just showing up consistently, you will have built such a solid foundation of strength and fitness. You're going to feel better, you're going to move better, and you are absolutely going to be stronger. So I want to leave you with this one last thought. Forget about the full 6 weeks for just a second. Just think about this coming week. What's one small, tiny thing you can do to really live this idea? What does progress over perfection look like for you starting tomorrow?